My name is Aida Stallion, and you can catch me on the Sour Milk Podcast. I grew up with this well, and he took up for me. He was like, at least she had heart to fight that nigga. And so when he said that, I was okay, because I did have heart. Because why you fucking with me? I didn't do anything to you, and I wasn't going to back down.
What school you went to?
This was Robert E. Lee Middle School. Yeah, that was my first fight. A boy. It was my first fight.
How many fights did you get into that year?
About 3, 4.
All right. So what did you ever lose?
I'm not saying I never lost a fight, but in middle school, I never lost a fight.
Never lost a fight. Mm-mm. What was the toughest fight you got in middle school?
In middle school?
Yeah.
I don't think it was the toughest fight I had in middle school.
Oh, so you just a beast?
No, not in high school. That's a different story. High school, that was a different story. But I didn't really fight in high school. It was just all talk and drama. I don't recall ever fighting in high school, but I did fight on church grounds. And that was kind of like the worst fight that I got in, because she would tear my ass up on church grounds. She would tear my ass up.
All right, so now let's go to high school. 15 to say 18. How would you describe yourself those days?
I wouldn't say confused. I was more interested than anything, because back then, that's when I actually discovered that I think I like women, because it was a lot around high school time.
So this is when you was like 9th grade?
This was like 11th grade.
So what made you feel like you like women?
Because I used to stare at women all the time, especially in 10th grade. This one girl approached me, and she kept telling me how beautiful I was, and she told me that she liked girls and this, that, and the third, and I never paid no attention to it. And then when you see it more and more and more, you become curious. So I became curious, and until somebody, tried me. And, I was shy, and I was still confused. I didn't know if that's what I wanted to do or not. Maybe because she wasn't cute. I don't know. But, I met my first quote-unquote girlfriend in high school.
All right.
Yeah, and I still didn't know what I was doing.
How long did y'all date?
I wouldn't say we dated. We just, messed around a little bit. I don't know. It was so long ago. We probably did date. I don't fucking know. But even if we did, it didn't really last long, because she ended up moving.
Was that the one that took your virginity, a girl? So how old was you when you lost your virginity?
To a girl? Or just in general?
Period.
It was the last day of school. I was 18.
Was 18?
Mm-hmm. And if I felt like if I would have never met him down the road, I probably still have my virginity. But yeah, I was 18. It was the last day of school. I know that's kind of hard to believe to some people, but that's just what it is. Because I guess because of my physique and how I am and how I act and, things like that, people don't believe that. But that's the truth. Because
that's your truth.
Yeah, because I don't think I was as attractive in school to others or whatever, because I never really had a boyfriend in school.
So you dealt with a lot of women in school?
Not even, but I will say I dealt with more women in school than men,
What are you more attracted to?
Now?
Yeah.
What I'm more attracted to now?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Now, what would you rather have, a man or a woman?
Well, right now, I'd rather have a man.
Internally, what would you rather have?
A man.
A man?
Mm-hmm. But the women, they just won't stay away. Even if I tell them that I want to be with a man and, I like men, they just always there, and I don't mind. So I had just recently said my husband has to know that I like women just as well as he do.
Well, I don't think I have too many problems with that.
Yeah.
So you'll do the poly life?
I don't know. I have no answer for that. It will all depends on what me and my husband decide or whatever. I'm not really sure. It depends. But I never thought about having it, so.
All right. So, what was you into in high school?
As far as in sports.
As far as like sports, like at school activities, did you go to the clubs?
I did not go to clubs. My mama didn't play that shit. My mom didn't play that shit. The only time I was able to go out is when my homegirl was like, her parents would like take us and this, that, and the third. My homegirl Toya, that's who I went out with or whatever. Her dad was real cool, so her dad talked to my mom, so that's how I was able to go out. But as far as in the Pat Jam, the tunnel, all that kind of stuff, no. I probably went maybe like 1 or 2 times, but I was not there like that. And I ran track. I was in SGA. I ran for prom queen and all that kind of stuff or whatever. I ran for prom queen as well.
How was your prom experience?
It was okay. I had a prom date, but I didn't leave with my prom date.
Who'd you leave with?
My homegirls.
How you doing like that?
I know. I'm telling you, I didn't. When it comes to men or boys in school, I did not know what to do. I was always shy. So it's like, I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? And it was this one guy, to this day, I'm still fucked up about or whatever, and we're still cool. But I was even shy with him. Like, everybody was more advanced than me. So I didn't know what to do. I mean, and then the boyfriends that I did have, they weren't in school.
Yeah.
They were out of school. In high school, they were out of school.
Yeah.
So, towards my 11th, 12th grade year, I had a boyfriend that was out of school, and I was dealing with him, and shit, I don't know. What?
Now, you say you got in a fight in high school? You at the church or something?
That wasn't in high school. That was when I was like in middle school when I got in a fight at the church.
All right, tell me about the fight at the church.
This girl was messing with my brother.
So what was she doing to your brother?
She was just picking at him. And like I said, I don't deal with bullies because I used to get picked on and I don't deal with that. And she was fucking with my brother and I confronted her and I said something. She hit me, I hit her back. Next thing you know, I'm on the ground fighting for my life.
So y'all was just
yeah, we were thumping on church grounds. Yeah. Yeah. I got in a fight on the school bus too. It's just, and I went to my mom and she was just like, you're going to get into fights because jealousy, envy, all that kind of stuff. But I really didn't know what that meant at the time. Like, I'm like, why? And she could it could be the way you walk, the way you talk, you know what I'm saying, the way you look. But I still never understood it because so what if I look like this? So what if I talk like this? So what if I walk like this? So what? Why are you fucking with me?
It's an internal thing.
Yeah, why are you fucking with me? So that's another reason why I am the way I am today. And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, but this she gonna beat your ass and not step on her shit.
No, don't do that.
All right. So going from graduating high school, going into adulthood, how was that transition?
That was a lot. I can't keep up with the years back then because shit, at that time I'm 18, I'm grown. So guess what? I'm gonna do what I wanna do. But my mama wasn't having it.
Yeah.
So I still did what I wanna do, especially when she found out that I like girls or whatever. She didn't like that. So I ended up being homeless for a couple years. I was with my homegirls. Like I stayed with my girls, my sisters, or whatever, and I was hanging out. I was hanging out everywhere. And anything that made $1, we was there. So that's when I really, really learned the streets. That's how I learned the streets.
Yeah.
That's how I know what it is to know about the streets and the women and the strippers, the dancers, the dope boys, the big ballers. 18.
Yeah. So at what point did you feel like you really started learning about, what was going on there in the street? Like
Women.
when it hits you, be like, dang, you know what? I'm in deep
I'm sorry. When me and my girls started hanging out at the trap on Grand Street, when we started hanging out at the trap, we seen so many like dope heads, powder heads, crackheads. And it's crazy because they were normal people. Well, duh, but like when you see a crackhead, you think you see a
now.
like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But no, these was doctors, teachers, lawyers coming in the trap wanting some dope. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying. And then after a while, me personally, and then my other girl too, when you seen the cash and the cash flow coming in, now you got questions. Well, damn, how you do that? I want to learn. If you making money like that, I want some too.
Yeah.
So that went from there to we finna make some money, and that's when everything just like got real deep, real soon.
So what's one of the craziest things you've seen in this trial?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm being so transparent right now. It's crazy. I mean, I can't really say the craziest thing. Oh yeah. Well, one of my exes, God bless the dead, one of his little things or whatever came in, and this is my first time seeing it. So he made him like take off all his clothes, and he told him that he wasn't leaving with his dope. He got to smoke it right there.
Yeah.
And he made him take off all his clothes. He put him in the bathroom, and he did his shit. And me asking so many questions, and I didn't realize that they don't like when you ask a lot of questions. Because then they like, well, why you asking all these damn questions? Like, you the police? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why would I be the police? But like I say, I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm knowing. So I was like, why you had him do all that? And I guess it was like security reasons. Like they want to make sure, police know whatever. Yeah, all that kind of shit or whatever. So he came out the bathroom sweating. And I thought he was gonna leave, but he wanted some more. So shit, he paid him for some more and went back in the damn bathroom. And I was like, damn, it's like that? So that was one of the craziest things I've seen besides a dog running up in the trap and you hear gunshots, pop, 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 because they think it's somebody breaking in. Me and my homegirls ducking for cover. One of my homegirls was on top of the refrigerator. I was on the counter. My other girl was behind the couch. And it's just a goddamn dog running through the house because he done got loose from his chain. Yeah. Yeah, we was hanging out.
And how long did you hang out like in those type of areas in the trap or whatnot?
For about a year on and off because we didn't just hang out in the trap because the dope boys that we was hanging with, we was also going out to the clubs, getting sections, getting bottles, going to resorts and shit like that, like hanging out, like they treated us good. Like we was their homegirls at this point.
Yeah.
And they also taught us how to get some money too. So we wasn't just like sitting that bitch, just not doing nothing. So it went on for about like a year until I guess people wanted to venture off and do other things, and then also people started getting locked up and shit like that. So it ain't last that long, but I still kind of keep in contact with some of them. They doing pretty well.
So after hanging out there, what did you do after that?
Still hung out. Me and my girls still hung out. And me and one of my homegirls, which we're not as close how we used to be, but shit, we started doing our own thing. My bestie introduced us to this guy, and he was running some little thing out his room or whatever. And once again, we felt like, well, how you do that? When we see cash flow, how you do that? Because we don't have no job, but we always kept money. So, like, how do you do that? Like, what do we have to do? Or whatever. So, you know, We did our little 1-2 every now and again. I won't say on camera,
Yeah, I
but
got you.
we did our little 1-2 and shit like that and made some money. And then we made some money and made some money until I guess the streets started getting dry. People started dropping like flies, going to jail, this, that, and third, and I ended up getting pregnant, and I think that's where the kind of shifted a little bit.
How old was you when you got pregnant?
You know what? I don't know. It was so much going on it was a lot going on. I can't keep up with the years because everything was happening so fast. Like I was growing up really, really fast at 18. So I want to say that I probably was like maybe 20, 21.
21.
Yeah, but I lost my baby and my baby daddy, God bless the dead, he ended up dying like maybe like 4 years later. He was robbed and killed. So
What happened in that situation? Did you know about that situation?
I didn't know. My sister called me and I was my sister called me and I was with a girl I was talking to at the time. And she called me and she was like,